I try not to be hard on BMWs. Take this car in right now, an emergency service appointment.
So I just learned fast charging not available. Definitely got to get an at-home charger. And here we are
to figure out what the hell that sound is.
Some of the bolts for the front thruster arm, stabilizing arm, were a little bit loose, I would say.
Fortunately, we are heading back to the BMW dealership service department once again.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Well, I try not to be hard on BMWs,
But they tend to do it to themselves.
I am about to take this car in right now for service, an emergency service appointment,
Because when I was driving it
yesterday I noticed like a knocking sound,
like literally it was like a knocking
over bumps.
So whenever I hit like bumps and stuff, I was hearing a knocking sound. So a car that now has 600, let me see if I can focus that for y'all. Come on. Anyway, 623 miles on the car, and I'm going to the dealership already. Now this is not abnormal because my wife's X7, when we first got it, I had to take it back to the dealer immediately for her it was the SOS. It was like an SOS issue. The system up here, whatever this is, was causing issues in the infotainment. So second BMW, brand new, second time having to take it into the dealership for issues. Man.
And here we are, guys. For the first time, I'm going to try charging the XM. When we left the dealership, it was about 85% charge. Through the mix of use of the hybrid system and the engine on the way home, 470 miles later, we have 14%. So goal is going to be, the car has a quarter tank of gas left. I have to go away this week for work. My goal is to have her drive this car a couple days this week and not have to buy any gas. So we're gonna start. BMW uses Electrify America, at least that's what they say, but I don't see how that would fit there. Yeah, that would not fit there. So I'm not doing something right. Is there a different one I need to use? Interesting, because that is not gonna fit there. Is there an adapter or something in the back? Oh, let's check it out. This car must come with some sort of an adapter that steps it down or something. Everything would be in this bag here. So let's see. I must be missing something. All right, let's check it out.
And we ended up here at the BMW dealer because it's right up the street from where I was. Like right up the highway a little bit from where I was.
Only thing about level 2 is level 2 takes a while. So right now,
it's at 22% charge, right? And it says that it wouldn't be until 3:21 p.m. that it would be at
85%, which is what I got it set to, 85%. So where are we at right now? 1241. So on a level 2 at this charging rate, it'll take a very long time. So well, instead, what I'm gonna try to do is get up to like 50% and then plug it up overnight for the rest of the way for my wife. So definitely not the best experience. Now, I don't know. I don't have the answers to know if this car is fast charging capable, but it does not have the mount for the fast charger, but you can just run an adapter for a fast charger. So I'm gonna look it up now and see.
So I just learned fast charging not available.
Wow. Just wow.
Level 2 is the fast charge. It can charge up to 7.4 kilowatt hours.
Which is not the greatest. This one right now, currently charging at...
Hold on 1 second, details. It's only charging at 5. Oh no, it's charging at 6.6 kilowatt hours.
So, yeah, definitely got to get an at-home charger situation going. Now, I know a lot of you are wondering, why is that so important? Well, it's noisy out here on the highway. So let's step in the car and talk about it. So a lot of you are gonna wanna know, just drive it on gas. You don't need the battery. You're absolutely right, you don't. You don't have to drive on battery only. Although it's pretty cool, I'd like to be able to challenge myself to see if it's possible to just drive around on electric only, not using any gas. On a 4.4 liter twin turbo V8, which drinks gas, it would be a pretty cool option to have, right? So this car can go up to, I've seen some people get up to like 37 miles on a charge. So, you know, but anywhere between like 32 and that 37 would be cool. That's a lot of miles for local driving. But the real reason why I need this car to have charge in the battery is because when I do my break-in service, after my break-in service, we're going to be using all of that battery's power to find out what this thing does 0 to 60 and quarter mile. That's why we need to charge it. That being said, it is not gonna happen quickly, and that is obvious. Jesus. All right, home boys. So I ended up giving up on charging the car and went to the gas station. Anyway, man, this thing sounds pretty good. Listen. Let me see something. Yes. Wow. Not too bad, boys. Not too bad.
The next day.
And here we are at the dealer, as promised, to figure out what the hell that sound is. So I tell you, boys, we're gonna find out what it is, but it is decently pronounced. I mean, you wouldn't think that based on what I was just doing. You wouldn't think that it was that, but I could tell when it's something that's like about to fall apart, or if it's something that's just like, I don't know, loose or something. And I get the feeling it's just something a little loose. That being said, I am impressed. I know that I'm a BMW hater and all that kind of stuff. At least that's what people think, but I'm not a BMW hater. I think this all around is just a cool car, you know what I'm saying? It's just a cool car to me. So is it a race car? No. But is it fast for a truck? Hell yeah. Man, this thing is fast for a truck, bro. So all in all, what can I say? All right, guys, that's it. They're pulling it in. Bye. Bye, big girl. You old heavy thing, you. See you later. Hopefully they get you right and we get you right back.
Essentially, so there was a noise coming from the left front of the vehicle over bumps. Just kind of took it for a quick spin. Was pretty obvious that there was something going on. I brought it into the workshop. Kind of just went over, reviewed the vehicle history first, see if there was any sort of repairs performed. Now, looks like down Virginia, I believe, there was a dealership that did a couple of recalls on the car. One in particular was for the front active sway bar replacement. With that repair, there were a couple things taken apart in the front of the car, so I kind of just wanted to go over that. Essentially wanted to check the overall work of the replacement. Just wanted to kind of get a better idea of what was going on there. So it does seem like some of the bolts for the front thruster arm, stabilizing arm, were a little bit loose. I would say they weren't all the way fully torqued. Those bolts get pretty darn tight. So it's kind of one of those things where I did want to kind of just check everything. So I did take a couple things apart, retorqued pretty much all the components that could have been potentially loosened or anything like that. I took the vehicle back on a road test and we are good to go.
And we're back at the BMW dealership to pick up my wife's new car. You guys saw what they said was wrong with it, which is kind of crazy that they did a recall. First of all, that they already had a recall on a car that no one even took delivery of yet. Secondly, it's just, I don't know, it's just kind of crazy that on a brand new car, something had to be fixed already. But it happens, man. I guess it happens. So all to the good. Hopefully all is well. I hear that thing running out there somewhere. They're about to pull it up. I can hear it. That twin turbo 8. You don't miss that sound. There it is. There it is. Coming through right now. We're going to go straight to the car wash from here. There you go. XM Life. Dang, that shit sound loud. Jesus. Did it get louder or something? It's not, I guess when you're in the car, you don't hear it? It's like, I don't know. It sounds like extra loud right now. All right, man, be good, bro.
Like lazy younger, it's
yeah.
The sound is,
yeah. It sounds way louder than what I'm used to.
yeah.
All right, brother. Do I need to sign anything? Or I'm good.
No, you're good to go.
All right, appreciate it, man. All right, so we should be all good, boys and girls. That should be it. Put my seat back on my memory setting. Let's hop in this thing and get on out of here. Go to the car wash. Come on. First wash. First wash with a new car. Cleaning up nice.
All right, so y'all know what it is after this. Finally gonna get y'all some beauty shots of this thing.
1 week later.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This car is a cool car, I must say. The XM is overall a very cool vehicle that does cool things. The ability to drive in electric like I'm doing now or gas is cool. Using the combination of the two for the ultimate performance, also very cool. I want to be able to take it to the track. We saw what it did on a draggy on the street, random street, 11.6. I want to take it to a track on a nice cool day and see what the car does overall. And unfortunately, we are heading back to the BMW dealership service department once again.
Oh shit, here we go again.
And this time it's a similar thing. It's a noise coming from what seems to be the rack or something. Like when I turn the wheel, it's like knock, 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 and started squeaking. Like legit squeaking, guys. I'm sorry to say, this is a very expensive car. So the last thing you expect are these type of issues. So, you know, not ideal, obviously, but is what it is. Yeah, let's see about getting it fixed. Listen, a lot of people think that I hate BMWs and I don't, but this is their historical context in most senses. Like, and a lot of people don't mind dealing with small issues. Personally, I don't enjoy having to deal with issues on a car that is this expensive. And I know all cars have issues, but when my wife first bought her X7, it had to go back to the dealership twice. One for the SOS and one for something with the seat massagers not working. So this is now going to be the second time this car has to go back to the dealership. So that's 2 for 2. 2 cars, 2 expensive cars. This one is way more expensive than the X7. Yeah, so let's go and see what's up. But one thing that I cannot deny, this thing, so exhaust flaps just opened up, just put it in M2. And one thing that I cannot front on, man, this thing is a lot faster than I thought. You hear the power and you don't think nothing of it, but then all right, so let's go back into, all right, so now it should auto upshift. Woo! This thing is ferociously quick, man. For what it is, it's ferociously quick for what it is. That I must say. And then the backfires that you get, the pops and the bangs from factory is pretty damn cool, man. I will give that up. Ooh. But, and I think that's why, you know, a lot of people have the patience that they have to deal with the issues, because dynamically it is such a good car. All right, so I'm gonna try to let y'all hear the noise. Listen. I hope y'all can hear that. It is not supposed to do that. Well, boys and girls, that's it. We just dropped the car off to the BMW dealer again. This is the one closest to me. So this is the one that I use. It's also where she bought her last car. This car, you know, we bought from very far away, Roanoke, Virginia. So, what was that, North Carolina? Virginia, yeah. And we drove it back. You do what you got to do for the right deal. So, dropping old girl off. Well, technically new girl. Dropping new girl off, and hopefully that's it, boys. And we are good to go after this, man. I hope that after we fix whatever this issue is, that will be smooth sailing, because everything else from the car has been functioning and running great. All right. Bye. See you later. But that leads me to the car that never has an issue, and that's the car that I drive This is like my daily when the kids are not with me. My CLS 450. This thing has been absolutely great. You guys saw when I purchased this car, you went with me to the dealer to buy it. And man, I really thoroughly enjoy having such a nice daily driver. You know what I mean? Like, but you know, man, having luxury cars, right? I know you guys see a lot of my Hellcat stuff and you think that that's all I care about or drive is Mopars, but the reality is, man, I enjoy different cars for different things. And the reason why I enjoy luxury cars is because they just create kind of a seamless experience driving. It surrounds you in like quality feeling materials, and it just feels special like when you're in it, right? And this is not even Mercedes' latest tech, but I like this dash layout better than the new big like tablet that they put here, which I'm showing right now. I like this better. You know what I'm saying? Like, this layout looks more classic to me. It looks better. But anyway, that being said, man, this thing, you know, turbocharged 6-cylinder with hybrid has been bulletproof reliable. Like, bulletproof reliable. The most I've had is, I think I did the rear brake pads on it. That's it. Like, oil changes, I had to do the Schedule B service. I did not do that with Mercedes because Mercedes was going to charge me like $600 for that when it was just an oil and like a filter or something like that. It was something stupid. But Independence will take care of that for you, no issue. That being said, guys, CLS I can vouch for. CLS 450, good car. Now, what does that mean? That also means that the E450, which is the same thing, is a good car. The GLE 450 is the same thing, good car. When you start to move to the GLS, there's like air suspension and there's a lot of other electrical issues that I don't know about, so I can't necessarily recommend that. But this platform powertrain, bulletproof, dude. Like, great, reliable car. But I want to own it outside of the warranty period? No, this car's still in the manufacturer's warranty because it has a certification on it, certification extension. But besides that, guys, solid car. And for daily use, I must say that this car is quick too, right? We're gonna go ahead and put it in we're gonna put it in Sport Plus. There you go. Now it's ready to rock. Do a throttle blip to downshift. You don't even gotta use the paddles. Get it to the lowest gear. There you go. Not bad, man. Not bad at all. Turbo 6-cylinder, moves out pretty good. All right, boys, so we're back at the dealership, picking the car up now. Just like I said the last time, let's hope this time that's really it, and that everything is all good with the car now, and we don't got to bring it back to service no more. So, wifey driving home, and there you go.
Good morning, this is Ryan from Park BMW, certified technician. I was able to verify the noise. So during the previous visit, I had noted that the exhaust arms weren't fully forced on the front end of the vehicle, so we had rectified that concern. This visit now, I had found that the bolts for the steering rack assembly, both sides were under torque, so I was able to verify that the noise is no longer present. So everything should be good. I'm going to do a final road test. I'll have your advisor reach out to you shortly. That's about it. Thanks. Have a good day.